Welcome to this week's edition of Cardiovascular Updates, covering the latest breakthroughs. Brought to you by LucidQuest. Surgical ablation during coronary artery bypass grafting has been shown to significantly improve survival in patients with atrial fibrillation. An analysis of Medicare data revealed a 4.4-month increase in median survival when ablation is performed during CABG. Despite guideline recommendations, only 22% of CAIE patients currently receive this procedure. Advanced statistical models accounting for potential biases further confirm the survival benefit, particularly in long-term outcomes. India's Central Drug Standard Control Organization has approved the world's first polymer mitral valve, developed by Foldax. The Tria valve, which will be manufactured domestically, is designed to avoid calcification and does not require lifelong anticoagulation. It aims to provide safer and more accessible treatment for young patients and women of childbearing age suffering from rheumatic mitral valve disease. At EuroPCR 2025, the LuX-Valve Plus transcatheter tricuspid valve replacement system showed promising outcomes. In a cohort of 161 high-risk patients with severe tricuspid regurgitation, the device achieved a 97% success rate. Cardiovascular mortality at 30 days was only 1.3%. Patients also experienced significant improvements in both quality of life and heart failure symptoms. In South Korea, regulatory authorities have approved a Phase 3 clinical trial for Amgen's investigational therapy, olpasiran. This small interfering RNA therapy targets elevated lipoprotein a genetically determined risk factor for cardiovascular disease. The trial will enroll 179 patients and builds on previous Phase 3 studies involving individuals with atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease. Merck's oral PCSK9 inhibitor enlicitide has achieved key milestones in Phase 3 trials. The therapy significantly reduced low-density lipoprotein cholesterol in 2 major clinical studies and may become the first oral PCSK9 inhibitor approved in the United States. Importantly, no significant differences in serious adverse events were reported between the enlicitide and placebo groups. A newly released ballistocardiogram dataset is advancing the capabilities of non-invasive cardiac monitoring using artificial intelligence. The dataset includes synchronized ballistocardiography, electrocardiography, and ultrasound data from 85 participants. It is optimized for developing machine learning models aimed at detecting arrhythmias and heart failure. Enhanced denoising algorithms improve the clarity of recorded signals, making the dataset particularly useful for clinical AI development. Research has linked Abacavir-based HIV therapy to a higher risk of major adverse cardiovascular events. Patients taking Abacavir exhibited twice the risk of cardiovascular complications compared to those on tenofovir-based regimens. The adjusted hazard ratio was 2.0, prompting researchers to recommend the removal of Abacavir from current HIV treatment strategies due to its cardiovascular risks. Disparities in emergency medical services for out-of-hospital cardiac arrest persist along racial lines. A recent study found that rates of bystander CPR, use of automated external defibrillators, and recognition of cardiac arrest were consistently lower in Black and Hispanic communities. Additionally, EMS agencies in these areas reported reduced survival rates to hospital admission. The findings call for structural and policy reforms to address these systemic inequities in cardiac care. A rare case involving a thrombosed aneurysm presenting as a stroke has been successfully treated. A 69-year-old patient exhibiting symptoms of ischemic stroke was found to have a thrombosed middle cerebral artery aneurysm. Neurosurgeons performed a craniotomy and resected the aneurysm, leading to full recovery. This case underscores the importance of recognizing aneurysmal thrombosis as a potential stroke mimic in clinical settings. Stay ahead in cardiovascular research. Like, share, and subscribe for weekly updates. Visit lqventures.com or email us at info@lqventures.com for expert healthcare